Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're gonna talk about my UFO collector coin collection that the Canada Mint came out for 6 years straight so far every year with different incidents that happened here in Canada, each with a story, each with a custom design. And let me show you guys, it's really cool. I've been collecting rare coins and bills for some time, and this one, and particularly the UFO phenomena coins, are I have a big passion for that, as everyone knows. But essentially, I'm gonna show you guys my collection. I do have all of them, and a new one actually just came out this week. I sure thing got it, and it did just arrive today. So I thought maybe I'd show my followers my little UFO coin collection that are actually legal tender $20 coins, all made out of silver with a design on them. So let me show you guys. They're really cool. They even glow in the dark with a special blue light. And I'll explain to you guys a little bit about each coin so that you guys are aware of some history here in Canada. And for the cool fact of the Canada Mint, launching these limited edition small essentially they made a small batch of each coins, and I'll just explain to you guys each coin. 1 second. A cool thing about these coins also is the back. So here we have this 2019 UFO coin called the Falcon Lake Incident. It occurred May 20th, 1967. There was a guy that was hunting for precious metals back in the day in a national park called the Whiteshell National Park. It's in Manitoba. Now, he saw this UFO that was hovering over the ground, so he decided to walk towards it. And as it flew away, it created some sort of burns on his skin from the type of launch vehicle that it was using. Now, this is 2019, the first edition. Over here, we have the 2019 Shag Harbor, also happening in the same year of 1967 off the coast of Nova Scotia. Now, the people saw this UFO with four lights dive into the water. A fishing boat with people on it, cars around the area saw this as well. So they ended up going towards the crash. Well, they thought it was crashed, but essentially it just went into the water. Because down there in Manitoba, it's very deep, the waters. Sorry, Nova Scotia, it's very deep, the waters. And that's the 2019 edition. Over here we have the 2020 Clarenville event, which happened on October 26, 1978, the same day as today, but in 1978 in Newfoundland. Basically, there was this UFO that was hovering in the local area around the mountains. It was a very polished UFO. When people saw this sort of phenomenon happening, they called the cops, and the cops ended up coming right up to the water. And with the blue and red lights, they ended up flashing onto the UFO, so it was reflected the lights, which was very, very cool. Very, very nice. Now this one, I'm from Montreal. This is the Montreal UFO coin. This happened in November 7, 1990, near me actually, at the Hotel Bonaventure in Montreal. There was people were on this hotel on the rooftop, relaxing by the pool at nighttime, when this UFO came right up to the pool, hovering the lights. People saw underneath the UFO, and essentially they ended up calling the reception to figure out to tell them, call the cops, there's a UFO. This really happened in Montreal. Now, even a little story about this: when they called the cops the next day, supposedly the men in black came and wanted to speak to the people that were witness this type of vehicle, and also the employees that were working there. Now, this one's the 2020 Yukon encounter, happened in December 11, 1996. This one, it was a snowy night, and this UFO was hovering around the main boulevard, the main road, in the snow, and essentially people witnessed this sort of UFO that was just, near the main street, and a lot of people witnessed this encounter. This is the 2023 most recent edition, called the Duncan incident, which happened in BC on January 1st, 1970. It was a nurse that was working at the hospital opened up her window and saw this UFO. Now, this UFO, what she saw was literally what you're looking at right now. And supposedly she saw the two people, entities inside this vehicle, wearing this black hood. Couldn't really see their face, but did realize that they weren't paying attention to her witnessing what they're looking at. Now, she was looking at this UFO for some time, called her coworkers, they ended up coming right to the window. And the second, when these two aliens inside this vehicle saw them, looking at them straight, they noticed, they got startled. The nurse saw them touch some sort of lever to make them fly away. And that's what happened. This happened once again in BC, and very, very cool. I'm also going to show you guys what it looks like with the black light. 1 second. So we'll start with the 2018 one, the first edition. Very cool how people even say that he might have got abducted. Very, very cool. This one, on the other hand, the 2019 Shag Harbor. These are the nice lights that people saw in the distance. The 2020 Clarenville in Newfoundland, where the cops saw like the lights reflecting off the UFO because it was so shiny. Very, very cool. This one, the Montreal incident. This is supposedly what they saw underneath the UFO. Like, see how you see all the lights and sort of like technology, like just all the beautiful, beautiful. And then the people in the water, very, very cool. Very, very cool. The Yukon incident, people driving, and they saw the lights. They're like, oh, what is that? Must be a UFO. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And the last one, the Duncan event, what the girls saw. The UFO bodies inside. The aliens and the lights. Very, very cool. I'd for sure open up the window if I saw lights like this coming into the room. Well, thank you guys very much for tuning in. It was a pleasure.